to RO Design Library. In this video, we will discuss the practical execution methodology of a seawater intake system used in desalination plants. We will cover how intake locations are selected, how marine pipelines are installed, how intake heads are positioned, and how the complete system is tested and commissioned. This is not just theoretical design, we will focus on how it is actually executed at site. Let's get started. The process begins with a detailed survey to identify sea depth, shoreline profile, tidal variations, and coastal conditions. This helps determine the correct intake location and required pipeline length. Once the shoreline survey is completed, the intake location is finalized where the seawater depth is around 5 meters. The pipeline is then routed to the shoreline pump house, and its diameter is designed according to the required flow rate to ensure smooth and efficient operation. During the intake setup, it is essential to position the intake screen at least 1.5 meters below the lowest tide level. This ensures that the screen is never exposed at the surface, allowing uninterrupted water intake and protecting the pumps from air entrainment or debris. The full chainage is drawn from the intake screen to the intake pump house. The pipeline is typically excavated and installed below the seabed, ensuring stability. For a 700 NB pipe, a minimum seabed excavation of 1.5 meters is maintained to accommodate the pipeline safely. One of the most significant challenges encountered during seawater intake construction is working in the shallow zone near the shoreline. Barge-mounted excavators cannot operate effectively in this zone, so alternative methods are required, such as land-based cranes, or small dredgers, to lay the pipeline, and complete the installation. One of the most economical methods is to backfill the sea, and then dredge backward, with a land excavator, to the required depth, as per chainage. This way, the barge-mounted excavator completes the excavation of the seabed in deep sea, and the land-based excavator ensures excavation of the shallow area, and exactly up to the intake pump area. While excavation is in progress, a diver ensures that proper excavation is done, and the required depth as per chainage is achieved. The full chainage is then inspected and checked, to ensure that the site is ready to accept the intake pipe installation. In parallel, while excavation is under progress, another team starts working on the HDPE pipe welding, and the full length of the pipe, or as per chainage, is fabricated on the land. If the chainage is long, like 300 meters, a minimum straight length near the seashore is required, of minimum 50 meters. The pipeline is plugged on the extreme end, and is pushed into the sea, while welding near the shore is still in progress. A parallel activity is the excavation of the seabed using a barge-mounted excavator. Equipped with GPS navigation and tip sensors, the excavator precisely follows the design alignment. The excavation is further verified by divers to ensure the pipeline trench is accurately prepared under the seabed. Once the full-length seabed excavation is completed and verified, the pipeline is prepared for installation. Floaters are attached to assist with positioning in the water, and collars are installed every 4 meters as per the intake design to ensure proper alignment and stability during laying. Once the pipeline is in position, the next step is to install the membrane RCC block. It is carefully positioned, ensuring that the pipe end flange is properly connected to the block inlet. Thorough inspection is carried out to confirm that all joints are perfectly aligned and secure. Next step is to install the screen on top of the screen block. The screen is carefully lowered into position and aligned properly. Once positioned, all nuts and bolts are tightened securely to ensure a completely sealed joint, so that water can pass only through the screen without any leakage. The pipeline is then backfilled with material in such a way that the pipeline and collar are inside the trench. The backfilling is fully inspected to ensure that all pipes are within the seabed and do not pose any challenge to incoming vessels. Finally, the excavated portion of the shallow water beach area is backfilled in a similar manner, restoring the beach to its original condition. Thank you for watching. Please visit our related video, Topographic and Bathymetric Survey Process, an Overview. Underground Seawater Intake Pump Station, Practical Design and Construction. From Sea to Freshwater Open Intake Desalination Plant Overview. Intake Marine Work, Cost Estimation. In Seawater Intake System. The link is provided in the description. Please visit, subscribe, and follow our channel for more informative videos on water and